we would ask all of you to become relaxed, let go of the cares of the day. Just open up to the idea that we have discussed of volunteering to do something that you are not used to doing. Something that will allow you to engage yourself more deeply in society in a positive way, to be of service, to be of help to humans, to the trees, to the animals, to the earth itself, in putting forward positive energy in ways that are helpful, assistive, beneficial, beautiful, loving, and in and of themselves, part of the orchestration of all that is. Go and volunteer at whatever rate, however often you feel that it is something that attracts you, but at least give it a chance. Do it once, see if it appeals to you. Try different things, volunteer in different ways with different people. Build houses for the homeless. Plant trees where trees have been cut down. Help animals return to health who have been injured or abused. Feed the hungry. Tell stories. Beautiful, positive stories. Loving stories. Stories of transformation to those who cannot read for themselves. Help. Serve. You may find more passions in this than you ever imagined you would. You may find new callings in some of this that you can add to the expressions of your passions in life. You can help the world breathe easier. Allow yourself to flow in this direction. Again, try it once. Try it twice. Try it thrice. It's up to you. But walk that path if you wish to be part of the Interstellar Alliance Social Experiment Volunteer Corps and uplift your world. Uplift yourself, uplift your vibration, and bring light into others' lives who may be experiencing some degree of darkness, some degree of hopelessness. Bring light and illuminate those dark corners. Be the light in the world. Breathe into this. Volunteer. Be of assistance, even to families, even to friends, and to strangers who are doing good works. It all makes a difference in terms of how you connect and stitch the world together into different fabrics that form the tapestry of humanity. Our unconditional love to you all. Aveo. In service to you we are. In service to each other you can be. Good day. Welcome home. All right, I'll say we will begin. Good day. Welcome to the Interstellar Alliance Social Experiment, Step 5, the Volunteer Corps. This step involves you becoming more involved with your society in service to humanity in beneficial ways. No download is required for this step. It is all about you taking the step, initiating the step of volunteering in certain ways on your planet and doing the things that are representative of service, of help, of bringing about a more positive world, of doing the things physically, acting on the things that connect you to others in ways that can be of assistance, that can be of help, that can be representative of the positive actions you can take, that would be more representative of the actions you would take in the kind of world that you say you prefer to live in. But there are many reasons for taking these actions, not only to be of service to others, but also to allow you to change your own states of being, should you be experiencing states of being that you don't prefer. For example, if you are experiencing the idea where you don't really understand what your passion may be, even though we have explained that you can start simply with everyday things, just acting on the things that have even just a little bit more excitement than anything else, and doing those things first, and letting it build up and snowball into bigger and bigger opportunities, we are still talking about the idea that some of you may not necessarily know how to get yourself out of a state of boredom, a state of sameness, a state of depression, a state of not allowing yourself to exercise your creative imaginations to move you forward. So one of the best ways that you can allow yourself to change that state is to volunteer, to be of assistance and to be of help to other people in various situations, to get out of yourself, so to speak, to change your environment, to change your actions, to do something different, to think, as you say, outside your box, to do something you are not familiar with, and to see if you can actually find passion in those things that you are now exploring in your service to humanity. There are many things that you can volunteer to do. And when we say volunteer, it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot be paid to do them, for there are many things you could volunteer for that will actually pay you, at least to some degree, will support you in your willingness to participate in those things. Some of them you will do for free, but even then you will get a lot out of it if you are willing to break through your usual assumptions, your usual state of being, and just choose something that you may start out being mildly curious about, or may have at some point thought of what other people feel about doing those things and said, I wonder what it's like to do that. Give yourself a chance to take the action, to take the step, to move forward and go ahead and volunteer to be of service in that way. If you have ever considered what it might be like to be of assistance in a variety of ways on your planet, such as going to the people that plant new trees and helping them do so, going to the people that feed the homeless in homeless shelters and volunteering to help there, going to read stories to people who are bedridden in hospice situations, going to animal rescue services and participating there to help the idea of the animals on your planet. There are many things you can volunteer for that will get you out of your present situation and open you up to what is possible in your service to humanity and allow you to potentially find new things you may actually discover that you can be passionate about. Getting out of your habits, getting out of your usual situation, opening your world up, making connections you otherwise wouldn't have made. This is very important for the idea of open contact, is to allow yourselves to start making contact with different realities that can be of service to humanity, opening your world up so that you can open up to other worlds as well, being more flexible in your ability to participate and interact with other people socially on your planet. After all, This is an Interstellar Alliance social experiment. And this is one of the social aspects of it, is to engage more fully with the positive aspects of your society that are already doing things that would be more representative of the kind of things you would do on the kind of earth you say you would prefer to live on. So help out, be of service, volunteer, find something that you are at least curious about and wonder what it would be like to do that. Do it at least once. You can do it at least once. Or you can decide to do it every day. You can decide to do it once a week, once a month, once a year, or more than that, or every other day, or every other week, or every other month, or every other year. The timing is up to you. What's most important is that you choose to participate, that you choose to help out, that you choose to magnify and amplify the positive work that others may be doing and add your energy to it, not only to help in your service to humanity, but also to pull you out of your regular routines, to open up the world to you in a variety of ways that may allow you to discover new passions that you didn't know you could have. So this is part and parcel of the Interstellar Alliance Social Experiment Volunteer Corps. Get out in the world, take the actions necessary to change your situation, to open up your reality, and to participate, interact, and interconnect with others doing positive works on your planet in help to others. We thank you for allowing us to share this idea, this step with you this day of your time. And we ask now, in return, how may we be of service to you? Please begin with your dialogues and your questions if you wish.
Hi, Bashar. My question is about neurodiversity, how our human being evolution is unfolding into from 5D to 7D, and how Christ consciousness is able to help us through these huge shifts, changes of not only spiritually, but physically. Thank you.
First of all, you're going from 3D or 4D into higher level third density to fourth density transformation, tapping into fifth density energy to do so. So you have been in third density in the fourth dimension. You're now going to fourth density in the fourth dimension by tapping into spirit energy, expanding your consciousness, which is fifth dimensional, fifth density energy, in order to create the fourth density being in between the third and the fifth. Seventh dimensional energy is something that is connecting to you in a different way at a different time. We will not go into that right now. But the idea is to gain more clarity, to gain more insight, to gain more awareness of what it is you're already connecting to. And the idea of neurodiversity is simply one of the reasons why we have shared with you permission slips like the sacred circuits, which in a sense are designed to allow you to realign and rearrange your neurological net in your brain, in your body, to make you a better receiver of higher frequency information and energy. And the neurodiversity is simply the different ways that are representative of the different soul paths that each spirit has chosen for itself, and the way in which they must arrange their neurology in order to be more receptive to the information that is relevant for their particular soul path. That's what the neurodiversity is actually all about, is you are able to receive information from different levels, different realms, that can be more relevant for your particular specific unique soul's path by arranging your neurology to be more receptive to those frequencies.
Fascinating. Then, as we expand our consciousness as healers, we expand our awareness, our consciousness, then I suppose this would mean that different beings would come in then.
Yes. As
Yes.
necessary, you are, let's say, plugging into and unplugging from beings all the time in terms of what information you need to download, what information you need to access. So those that are of a level or a skill or a penchant to provide certain information will be the ones that you automatically and synchronistically plug into when you need it, and you will unplug so that someone else may come in and plug in when you need something different. It's an ongoing dynamic exchange that is constantly shifting and changing as necessary.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Would you say that, with my clients, I've noticed that some of them are more open to energetic healing and activations than others.
Yes.
And one of the criteria or observations that I've made is that those that are experiencing and acknowledging the mystical experience that we have here in the third density as being an indication of somebody who is maybe opening up, they're opening up to the suggestion that that they are multi-faceted beings, and that we are of the one consciousness, removing us, I guess, away from separation consciousness is what I'm trying to say, and into
Yes.
the unity consciousness.
Yes.
Would there be another indication?
Well, there can be many indications. People can become more psychic, more telepathic. They can start extending their senses to see things that were heretofore invisible to them, because there are beings around you and realities around you all the time that are invisible to most of you. So beginning to perceive different things, spirit beings, the idea of different forms of energy that you couldn't see before, sometimes even the idea of extraterrestrials, extradimensionals, what you call our craft, UFOs, UAPs, starting to see these things more and more around you because they are around you all the time, is another indication of the expansion of consciousness and the unification principle. Now, this is not at the cost of your individuality. It is actually the strengthening of your individuality. Because as we have said, unification is not the product of homogenization and everyone being the same. It's the product of the validation of all of the unique differences between you. So it is that the differences become more compatible with one another, more expressive in a unifying way, and thus allowing expansion for everyone to be the puzzle piece they are that fits into the big picture and creates the whole picture that supports all the pieces.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
I feel like there is more that I can do. And I guess it's what you call follow the plan, follow the formula.
Yes.
So that when I am guided or passionately guided to offer something, I guess I would just follow that passion.
Yes, but remember, what someone else does with what you're sharing is none of your business. So you cannot have the
Yes.
insistence or expectation that they actually have to get what you think they should get out of it. You have to let them decide what it is they're getting out of it. Even if it appears that they're getting nothing, they're still getting something. So you have to let it be what it is, because you don't know what their path is, and you don't know when, where, or how they need to pay attention, if at all, to what it is you're sharing. But at least you're giving them the option and the opportunity, so that maybe somewhere down the line, in the years to come, they may remember what you shared, and it may become of use to them at that time when they're ready for it. So you have to let the timing and the acceptance and the acknowledgement and the effect be in their hands, knowing that what you have shared is all you can do, because you've given them the option to use it, but you have also allowed them the freedom to decide whether or not to use it.